prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done wonderful works. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, you that work iniquity. Therefore, go on the earth and say to mine, I will liken you unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon the house, and it fell not, for it was founded on the rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon the house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one having authority, not as the scribes.
Prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. Many deceivers have gone out into this world, those who do not confess the coming of the Lord Jesus in the flesh. Son of the one is the deceiver and the Antichrist. Prophets have also arose among the people, just as there will be false teachers among you, who will secretly bring in destructible heresies, even denying the master in order bringing unto themselves swift destruction, and many will follow their sensuality, and because of them the way of truth will be blasphemed, and in their greed they will exploit you with false words. Their condemnation from long ago is not idle, and their destruction is not asleep. For the time is coming when people will not endure sound doctrine, sound teaching, but having itching ears they will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their own passions, and will turn away from listening to the truth and wander off into myths. It is actually reported that there is sexual immorality among you, and of a kind that is not tolerated, even among pagans. Take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. For all my sin and shame, the days you wept outnumber the sands. Every sin I know, I break your heart again. Help me to understand your pain when I conform to this world and blaspheme your holy name. Help me to understand your word. If I'm a friend of this world, it's hatred towards my God. Fire of God burning me, consume all my wickedness, so I will not love this world. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. Father, break my prideful heart. I come before you humbly, so I can stand and wash my dirty feet. Wandered from your path and walked on unholy land. Help me to understand your pain when I conform to this world and blaspheme your holy name. Help me to understand your word. If I'm a friend of this world, it's hatred towards my God. Fire of God burning me, consume all my wickedness, so I will not love this world. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. Father, cleanse these filthy hands. I long for brokenness, for all my sin and shame. The tears you wept outnumber the sands. With every sin I know, I break your heart again. Help me to understand your pain when I conform to this world and blaspheme your holy name. Help me to understand your word. If I'm a friend of this world, it's hatred towards my God. Fire of God burning me, consume all my wickedness, so I will not love this world. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, like evilly ravenous wolves. You will know them by their fruits. Grapes are not gathered from thorn bushes, nor figs from thistles, are they? Even so, every good tree bears good fruit, but the bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, nor can a bad tree produce good fruit. Every tree that does not bear fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So then you will know them by their fruits. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Then he will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? And in your name cast out demons, and in your name perform many miracles. And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question? You don't mind?
Yeah, sure.
Where does evil come from?
Where does evil come from?
Where did it originate?
The origination of sin.
In the beginning, when God created everything, right? This God, okay, you can't describe it in words, it's in exactly. But imagine God's ultimate power, okay? The pure, holy light, whatever you want to call it, okay? The ultimate love and divine in the universe. Now, from God's hand or God's mind, He made the stars. He made the universe, He made you, He made everything, alright? Now, if the source of everything in the universe is love and light, compassion and goodness, how do we get even in the world?
Well, you've got to look at the fall of creation, the fall of mankind, where sin entered the world, when Satan was kicked out of heaven.
Yes, I understand that, but God made everything from the source of Himself, correct? If God is all pure, love and light and those types of, it's hard to describe, but you know what I mean? Then therefore there's no evil in the world, because the source is all pure. Therefore everything that it manifests from can only be pure.
Do you know the book of Genesis?
I'm based on
The book of Genesis.
Be a friend of this world any longer. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. Father, break my prideful heart. I come before you humbly, so I can stand and wash my dirty feet. Wandered from your path and walked on a holy land. Help me to understand your pain, when I can fall to this world and ask me no more. Help me to understand your word. If I'm a friend of this world, it's hatred towards my God. My God, burning me, consume all my wickedness, so I will not love this world. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. Worship in spirit and truth. Those who say that they know Him must walk as He walked. He's the way and the truth, and in Him is the life. If we obey His word, then we walk in the light. He's the way and the truth, and in Him is the light. If we obey His word, then we walk in the light. If we say that we know Him, but we don't keep His word, then we walk in the darkness, and the truth's not in us. If we walk in the light, we will have fellowship sweet, and the blood of Jesus will cleanse us from sin. He is the way and the truth, and in Him is the life. If we obey His word, then we walk in the light. He is the way and the truth, and in Him is the light. If spirit and truth. Those who say that they know him must walk as he walks. Those who worship the Lord worship in spirit and truth. Those who say that they know him must walk as he walks. He's the way and the truth, and in him is the life. If we obey his word, then we walk in the light. He's the way and the truth, and in him is the life. If we obey his word, then we walk in the light. If we say that we know him, but we don't keep his word, then we walk in the darkness, and the truth's not in us. If we walk in the light, we will have fellowship sweet, and the blood of Jesus will cleanse us from sin. He's the way and the truth, and in him is the life. If we obey his word, then we walk in the light. He's the way and the truth, and in him is the life. If we obey his word, then we walk in the light.
Just go back to the top of that.
But like, I mean, I'm just
are judging it. So what's your works? Why is your works right?
We're not perfect.
Apparently it was.
Let me explain to you a bit clearer. What happens is this, is that if
You're going to heaven.
Yeah, you're going to heaven.
But why isn't he going to heaven?
Yeah, because I'm a sinner. Because I have free will and I refuse.
Do you go here?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay,
see
yeah.
this. And I just want to have a conversation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So let me explain to you.
Yeah.
If we repent and believe the gospel, so just repentance means a changing of our mind about sin.
Okay, what's
Well, let's say you're living a life of fornication, drunkenness, listening to.
Okay, so you don't do any of those things. But you don't do anything wrong.
Of course we do.
But then why are you going to heaven?
You want to let me finish explaining?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't want to let me finish explaining? You don't. We don't really want answers. You just want to.
Yeah, I just really want you to go away.
Interrupt and things like that.
But so do you. That's what you want to interrupt and things like that. Yeah. So what's your problem with me doing it?
Well, why are you saying anything? I mean,
Because I think these guys have the right to, do what they believe in peacefully without process.
We're not in there.
Well, aren't you like breaking the court order at the moment?
No, I'm going to be.
Oh, I just think what you do is makes people feel bad.
There are leaders in there to exactly right.
When you are in a business, I'm not going to pray to him. He knows that. So why is he going to send you?
Help me to understand your word. If I'm a friend of His word, stay true towards my heart. Heart of God, burning me, consume all my wickedness, so I will not love this world. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. Father, break my prideful heart. I come before you humbly, so I can stand and wash my dirty feet.
I have no fear in me. I have no fear. I am fearless. If hell's my destiny, bring it. Don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. You have nothing to fear. Don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. There is no fear.
Help me to understand your word. If I'm a friend of His word, say towards my God. Heart of God, burning me, consume all my wickedness, so I will not love this world. So I will not be a friend of this world any longer. So I will not